Where did Microsoft, where did Apple, where did Amazon, where did Google, where did Facebook come from? They came from ideas that people felt something could be done and that they could make a difference. If you think you cannot make a difference, I'd say you very well can make a difference if you so desire.
You can make a difference.
Nobody has ever achieved anything big in business or in any walk of life without courage. Of course, whenever you do anything big, you do feel a little scared. But you've got to conquer fear to discover the hidden hero within you. With courage, with self-belief and the can-do spirit, you overcome any adversity. साहस एक ऐसी ताकत है जिससे डर को भी डर लगता है. Therefore, I want today's young leaders at Reliance to realize that achieving your potential is the quest of the ordinary. Conquering the impossible is your destiny. The second lesson I have learned is feel empathy. Empathy means caring and sharing with every human being in our organization and the world at large. The more we care, the higher we grow as human beings. I understand empathy as dil ki daulat.
Entrepreneur, right? It's very important to find a problem that you want to solve, that you are passionate about. Right? There is no, and this is the same thing that, in fact, Professor Sharma at UDCG, I was blessed to have him. He'd always say that I am not going to give you a list of problems and then you can go and work on anything. You find a problem. And then I will grade you on the quality of the problem that you find, and then I'll grade you on the quality of solution that you actually do. So the same rules apply for an entrepreneur, that it's not solving problems, it's first finding problems. Once you find the problem, right, then you solve it. The third thing that I have learned is that, and we've now institutionalized it at Reliance, is that you have to create societal value. Right? You have to solve a problem which actually does good in some way, and that has to be the main objective of the business, and financial returns are actually a byproduct.
Find a problem, solve and create value.
All the billionaires who have become billionaires have become big through very basic principles of life, right? And understanding how things work, right? And understanding is not responsibility of your teacher. Understanding the world and how it operates is your responsibility. The simple thing is, you are not going to make it big if you do not understand. Not when you score marks, when you do not understand what is the business, what is the principles of the business. How many people are curious about understanding like Jio kaise chalta hai, right? What is the revenue model? What is the average ARPU? We don't know these words also. And are we waiting for education system to teach us this stuff? Because by the time you get bigger and go to college, all these words are irrelevant anyways, and you feel like a 20 saal ka purana syllabus sikha rahe. Now the question is, do we want to become a wealth-driven society? It is the question that we need to answer. And if we are, then we need to make them the heroes, right? We need to make people who create wealth heroes. We need to encourage people, employees, to have stocks in the companies that they work.
Understand the world around you.
First hotel is always the hardest. When I was able to change one hotel, I was pretty sure I could change hundreds.
At age 20,
He raised money from investors at age 21. He hired 50 people at age 22. He had 500 hotels at age 24. He raised $1 billion, and at age 26, right now, he has 43,000 hotels and built the second largest hotel chain in the world, and he's not even 30 years old.
He told me multiple times, go to university, seek help from parents to make sure that you can do that. This is just not going to work.
That's crazy.
Money is not what I ever cared about. It is always about solving real problems for me.
And so he did.
I do believe in luck. I believe if you work hard, your probability of being lucky increases dramatically.
When you don't let your nationality, ethnicity, age, university background, family status, or gender come in the way, you will achieve greatness.
I believe world is full of no-sayers on the ground level, but as you proceed to the next level, you meet people who believe in yes and who see everything as possible. And that's my policy in life.
Having talked about vision, can you share what's your vision for the future, both for yourself and for Volent Enterprises?
I want to be in a future where equal opportunities are given to everyone across this globe, irrespective of the outcome and the certainty. Because the outcome can be decided in the second step, but the opportunities must exist and must be given so that we have enough chances to prove. As you talk about our company, we wanted to be the billion-dollar business conglomerate and be a role model for other companies to look at and follow our footsteps in empowering the world so that the world can empower by itself.
When you say you want to empower the world, how do you look at doing that? Do you want to do that by trying to change the society?
See, we all knew this, right? I mean, I worked in Lead India 2020, chief mentored by my friend and a role model, Dr. Kalam. And we all knew this. Though human impact is temporary. So you inspire, you get out of this room and you have lunch and you forget what happened. So it takes a lot of efforts and time to change the society. So that's why I feel we should try and empower people around us so that they can transform themselves and they can empower other people, and thereby they can empower the society. But I also think if your response to challenges is to say bring it on, and I'm sure the whole world will conspire to help you succeed. And say for example, if you are given everything on a platter to be able to succeed in life from your parents or from your ancestors, maybe determination has a small role to play there. But I believe we cannot create something new by sitting in the lap of luxury. In fact, research shows our brains are hardwired to produce our best efforts when there is only hardship. But without efficiency and innovation, we fall further behind. And that is when I decided I'm going to reshape the Indian fragmented cartage packaging industry. And you today with these 3 lessons: show compassion and make people rich, remove loneliness from people and thereby you can remove poverty. Loneliness itself is the big poverty, so remove it from people, create better world, make people happy, so that we can create a fairer and cleaner world to live. And the third lesson is very simple, right? When you intend to do something good, you will be the first one to get benefited. Like you have seen in all my encounters, right? I was the first one to get benefited. So do something good, create fairer and cleaner world for all of us to live in. Because world looks up to me and says, Shrikant, you can do nothing. But I look at the world and say, I can do anything. With that, thank you very much.
You can do anything and everything.